Baseball. Head coach Lanny Williams leads the team as they go for the program's 6th district championship. Brought to you on the Vype Live Network by Toyota of Cedar Park, Adele Golf, Thundercloud Subs, Austin's go-to team realty, Alzer's Barbecue, ASI Protection Services, and Academy Sports and Outdoors. And now, calling the shots for today's game, here's the voice of the Timberwolves, Brad Cone.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Marble Falls, Texas. This is Timberwolves Baseball Today, the live worldwide broadcast of Cedar Park Baseball on the Vype Network. I'm the V of the T, Brad Cone, Josh Cargile, our QA today. This is the district opener. After 3 straight weekends of tournaments, now it's serious. The record now 8-4. There's also a tie, but we ignore those in baseball. So we just say 8-4. And all 4 of those losses have come to 3 teams ranked number 7, number 4, and number 2. In 3 of those 4 losses to top 10 ranked teams, Cedar Park put themselves in a position to win those games in the final inning, but couldn't seal the deal. This is going to be a very tough district race this year in 2022 in a league that has 4 teams ranked in the top 25, and all of it begins right here in Marble Falls today. Up on the hill, one of the few baseball fields in the district that actually faces, if you call it facing, the direction from home plate to the pitcher's mound is southeast. Looking out kind of towards Lake Travis out in there. We're on the east side of the city of Marble Falls. This game 285th broadcast of Timberwolves Baseball on KMAX Sports or the Vype Live Network since it began 15 seasons ago in 2008. We've won 178 of those. And the Timberwolves going for all-time win number 411 here. Their 23rd season of varsity play, and it would be their 179th win on a live KMAC or Vype broadcast. Coach Lanny Williams would be his 205th career win, and the coaches umpire meeting breaks up, and we're about ready to get going here. Now, if my voice sounds a little different to you, it's because I spent all day with my wife, granddaughter, and her best friend at SeaWorld yesterday, and there's something in the air. It got to my throat a little bit, got some allergies going. I feel fine, not sick, but it sounds a little bit different. We just have to put up with it. Weather today for Marble Falls, Texas, sunny, 75 degrees at game start, up to 81 to 82 degrees by the end of the game. Humidity low at 29%, wind from the southeast, that's blowing in from center at 11 knots. And let's give you the starting lineups for these 2 teams today. First up for Cedar Park, visitors, they'll lead off. The second baseman, I'll be clearing my throat a lot today, I'm sorry. With second baseman Brady Richardson, batting second, and left field Ethan Becker, batting third, shortstop Julian Swift, batting fourth, the catcher Louis Alonzo, batting fifth, and on the bump today, Cade Davis, batting sixth, first baseman Jackson Harvey, batting seventh, the DH Murray Robinson, hitting for Quint Mullen, who'll be playing third. Batting seventh, designated hitter Murray Robinson, batting eighth in right field, Christian Pickens, batting ninth, center fielder Houston Molinaro. So for your home scorecards, once more, it's Richardson, Becker, Swift, Alonzo, Davis, Harvey, Robinson, Pickens, Molinaro in the batting order, with Quint Mullen playing third. The home half of the innings, the Marble Falls Mustangs will lead off with shortstop Jake Carter, batting second, the catcher Isaiah Roman, batting third, in right field Cale Cochran, batting fourth, third baseman John Zamarripa. There's a candidate for the all-name team at the end of the year, John Zamarripa. Batting fifth, center fielder Evan Nikowski. Batting sixth at second base, Jake Becker. Batting seventh at first base, Brady Elwertowski. Batting eighth, left field, Bryce Atkinson. And on the mound, batting ninth, the pitcher Hudson McBride. McBride, a last-minute change just a few minutes ago. They were going to start the guy who's now at second base, Jake Becker, on the mound, and another guy, Kyle Curtis, playing second. But McBride, the last minute was a go. Elevated him to the mound, pushed Becker from the mound to second. Kyle Curtis leaves the lineup, and that could be critical because with Curtis, there's only 2 other guys on the roster for Marble Falls. A very small roster number, only 12 players on the active roster for the Marble Falls Mustangs. This is the 18th game all time with Cedar Park and Marble Falls. Cedar Park leads the rivalry quite a bit, 15-2, all district games, 8-1 at home, 7-1 on the road. Not lost to them since March 14th, 2013. That's 9 years and 2 days ago. We've outscored them at home 53-20, average 5.9 to 2.2. We've outscored them here on the road 56-15, average 7 to 1.9. There have been 6 shutouts, of course, all of them wins. And we're going to pause now for the national anthem. Eventually. Eventually. This time we might be looking for someone to sing it a cappella.
I'll do it.
Just bust out, Amy. Come on.
Seriously?
Stand up, Amy.
All right, national anthem. Check that one off. Getting back to talking about the Cedar Park Marble Falls rivalry through the years. As I said, there have been 6 shutouts, all of them wins. There have been 2 seasons, 16 and 14, where both games were shutouts. Timberwolves have run rule the Mustangs twice and have scored in double digits 6 times, including the last 3 times they've played. After playing 13 times over a period of 6 years, from 11 to 16, these two teams have only played 4 times in the last 5 years. Did not play at all in 2020 because of COVID. Didn't play in 2018 or 17 because they were left in different districts from each other. Started playing them in 2011 when Cedar Park moved from 6A to 5A and joined the district. 6 years in the same district with them through 16. Back in the same district for 19, 20, and 21. Of course, no playing in 20 because of COVID. 11-0 here in 19, 4-2 at home. 10-9 here, or rather at home last year, and 15-6 here. So Cedar Park actually the last 3 games in a row has scored 11, 10, and 15 runs against the Mustangs. As we said, we got kind of a down roster, and there are only 12 guys. So problems with the numbers of guys coming out. Apologize for the wind noise in the microphone. I'm going to try to turn down the gain on that, and maybe that will snuff a little bit of that. I think it does a little. Man, as you can see, Hudson McBride warming up, throwing to Isaiah Roman behind the plate. Infield defense across for the Mustangs, third to first, John Zamarippa, Jake Carter, Jake Becker, and Brady Elwertowski. Outfield across left to right, Bryce Atkinson, Evan Nikowski, and Cale Cochran. Cedar Park will lead off here in a second. Second baseman Brady Richardson, left fielder Ethan Becker, and shortstop Julian Swift. And I managed to make a faux pas this morning and not print and bring batting stats for him, so I won't be able to report on batting averages and number of RBIs and runs scored and singles and doubles, triples, that sort of thing for you today, but we'll get back to that for tomorrow night's game at home against Leander. So about to get underway here. 8 minutes late at 2:08. Of course, no time limit on these non-tournament games, and the district campaign is underway. Back to the box, off the glove of the pitcher, comes off the mound in time to throw Richardson out at first. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Hudson McBride. Well hit, but one hop right back at the pitcher's shins, and he gloved it. Here's Ethan Becker, the left fielder, with 1 out and nobody on. I'm sorry, it's going to be really tough for me to keep up with the data stream today because we're in that situation, bright sunlight, where I can't hardly see the screen. I was lucky to get things started. So I'll just vocalize those very often for you. That one fouled out of play, tall to the right side, 0-1 to Ethan Becker. Swift on deck, Alonzo in the hole. Yeah, apologize a little bit for the camera view as well. This is about the only place I could set up here. I can't give you the behind home plate view today. That one's in the dirt. Get to see some of the aspects of the pitching batting game a little better, especially for right-handed hitters. 1-1 to Becker. And you'll see everything that goes down the third baseline, obviously. And third baseman, left fielder, shortstop, center fielder, and second baseman, except when the second baseman goes to his left, and we won't see first, unfortunately. That one soars high, 2-1. Oh, the off-speed pitch with a curve in it, but still off the plate. 3-1 to Ethan Becker. Got your message for master volume. This one is a small one, Josh. It's got the dial, and it was all the way up at about 5 o'clock. I've changed it down to 4. There's a pitch, full count. This one's driven through the gap between short and the bag at second for a single into the outfield for Ethan Becker. So 1 out, 1 aboard.
Batting next, number 24, shortstop, Julian Swift.
Here's Julian Swift, shortstop again today. With 1 out, 1 aboard, Becker at first. Top of the first inning, just underway, a couple of minutes. Swift, the third batter of the game. Dad's here today. I saw him in the stands. That one's high, 1-0. Wind is blowing in kind of from a little left of center. Pretty much right to my face. Right into our crowd mic. McBride off the mound. Worried a little bit about Becker at first base, but it wasn't that great a lead. I'm sorry I can't show you the lead in this camera view today, but a standard lead there. Blocked. Becker will go back to first. 2-1. Hudson McBride to Julian Swift. 1 out here, Becker at first in the top of the first. There he goes. Throw down. Not going to be in time, and it's going to be high into the inside, the first base side of the bag as well. Stolen base for Ethan Becker. Now, Cedar Park hasn't had to play as visitor very often. They kind of got lucky and got to be called the home team, I think all games but one in Corpus. And every game in last week's tournament played at Cedar Park. That one, a bender that stayed a little high, 3-0 to Swift now. I know Julian wants one to hit. It's probably the take on here. Julian's a heavy hitter. Maybe we could trust him to swing if it's hittable at 3-0. Did. Fouled it into the net. That was a little bit of a curve as well. 3-1. Got loads of sunscreen on my arms and side of my face and neck. Legs today, sun up and to the right, and it'll go kind of behind us to the right. It's at 3 o'clock now. It'll go to about 5 o'clock by the time we're out here. This one's lifted into the outfield in right. Underneath it, making the catch near the foul line. Runner goes after a tag. Throws cut off. So it's a sacrifice fly to right for Swift. Moves Becker to third, now 2 outs. Here's Louis Alonso, the catcher. With 2 outs and Becker at third, rather. That one's in the dirt. Been several in the dirt already. Isaiah Romans blocked them all. Looks like Hudson McBride's mostly an off-speed pitcher. Direction of the wind is blowing it kind of slightly to his left as he throws it. Fastball swing and a miss. 1-1 to Alonso. Cedar Park looking to score first here in the first district game. 2 outs, Becker at third. Here's the 1-1. Called strike on the outside edge, 1-2. Strike away from getting out of this one is Hudson McBride. Kicking the throw. High. 2-2 to Alonso. Cade Davis is on deck. Jackson Harvey in the hole if we get something going and keep it going. On the ground, back to the pitcher. He kicks it off of his glove. Is he going to get there in time? Yes, he does. Good reaction by Hudson McBride. And the Timberwolves are down after 4 batters in the top of the first. No score. We'll be back in a minute.
Score going into the bottom of the first, 0-0.
All right, welcome back to Marble Falls Mustang Field. Cedar Park and Marble Falls engaged in the district opener for both teams. No score after a half an inning of play. Cedar Park got their second hitter on with a single, but he only advanced to third before the third out was made. Now, I'm not going to be able to keep up with the outs count. I just really having a hard time seeing that, but I will change the score and the innings each time that that happens. I'll find a way to do that, shade the thing or something. So it should be up to date at the moment. They'll have shortstop Jake Carter, catcher Isaiah Roman, and right fielder Cale Cochran to the plate to face Cade Davis. And again, I mea culpa, I didn't bring my stats with me today, so I can't give you Cade's pitching numbers, but I can tell you they're pretty good. He's throwing to Louis Alonso behind the plate. Infield defense for the Timberwolves behind him across from third to first. Quint Mullen, Julian Swift, Brady Richardson, Jackson Harvey. A little deeper out in the outfield across from left to right, Ethan Becker, Houston Molinaro, Christian Pickens. Marble Falls colors are purple and bronze. They're wearing bronze-colored jerseys and white pants today. Cedar Park in the road grays. First pitch coming to Jake Carter. Fastball for a called strike one. Nice delivery by Cade Davis. Lots of noise from the Mustang dugout on the ground towards The backhand side of Brady at second. He couldn't get to it. It dribbled into center field for a leadoff single.
Marble Falls. Pitcher, Isaiah Roman.
Here's the catcher, Isaiah Roman, with no outs and Carter aboard at first. It's a little bit more than the 7 to 9 knots they said it would be. Now it's blowing straight in from left. Pitch to Roman. Fastball called strike one. Breaking ball stayed outside 1-1. It's infield defense believes Roman's not going to push the ball towards right. Of course, he got Harvey on the bag because of the runner there. Richardson, the second baseman, playing, maybe only 20 feet this side of second. This one's popped up, out of play, foul territory right side, 1-2. So there's a big gap between the first baseman and the second baseman right now. If somehow Isaiah Roman could push the ball the opposite field on the ground, he's going to get one through. That one stays outside, 2-2. Right fielder Cale Cochran on deck for the Mustangs. No outs, Carter at first. Swing and a miss, and he was way early on that one, and Cade fans him. First strikeout of the game for either pitcher.
Batting third for Marble Falls.
Here's right fielder Cale Cochran.
Cale Cochran.
Now one out, runner at first. Runner goes. Throw down. In time, but a little bit in front of the bag. So Carter gets the stolen base. No, I didn't see whether it was ball or strike, folks. Maybe you did. Doesn't matter now. That was driven to deep left center field. Back on his horse, making the catch. Houston Molinaro. Runner has to go back to second. 2 down. What a nice running catch out there by Molinaro. That ball was hit hard into the wind. There's no wind or wind behind it. That thing's probably out of here.
Zamarripa.
2 outs, Carter at second for third baseman John Zamarripa. All-name team. Davis resets after kicking Carter back in the bag at 2. Here's the throw. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Every batter so far started out 0-1 to Cade Davis. Ooh, look at that. Fooled him with that thing. An old bender that came back in from the outside, 0-2. Now Davis a strike away from getting out of his first inning with a runner in scoring position. A little low on that one. 1-2. Long look at second. Here's the pitch. Lifted, right side. Chasing at the right fielder. Going to make the catch in foul territory. Just slightly in fair territory. That was Christian Pickens. All right, we're through the first inning. Both teams with a single was stranded in scoring position. No score. We'll be back. And he's at the plate now. Left-handed hitting, Cade Davis.
Batting fifth,
First
pitcher Cade Davis.
lefty batter of the game for us at the 5-hole. See if we can start this one out good. One outside, 1-0. First two guys to face Hudson McBride start out 0-1, Richardson and Becker, but Swift and Alonso did not. That one in the dirt, 2-0. So tomorrow night's going to be an interesting time at a home park, Leander. Kind of maybe a surprise team. People were thinking at Cedar Park, Liberty Hill, Rouse, Georgetown might be the four front runners for the slots, but in the playoffs. But Leander looking good. This one in the air. On come the outfielders. Out goes the second baseman. Right fielder makes a catch in a gaggle of a crowd about 30 feet behind the edge of the grass. One down. Jackson Harvey to the plate. First baseman. Second consecutive left-handed hitter facing Hudson McBride. Thinking of staying in town for a little bit after the game and maybe going to Blue Bonnet Cafe, one of my favorite places to eat in Central Texas. Great pies there, too. This one's high and outside, 1-0 to Harvey. Didn't have much good to eat yesterday. I'd have to tell you about my day yesterday. Fouled off the catcher's mask, 1-1. My wife Sherry and I took our oldest granddaughter Harper, who's 11, a fifth grader over there at Deer Creek, and her best friend, also 11, to SeaWorld for the day, which was fun. Got to ride all the coasters I liked. Well, I rode all the coasters. Did not ride the big new swing, 170 feet up in the air swing. Kind of repetitive motion gets to me and makes me sickish. But I love all the swinging, darting, diving, looping, rolling roller coasters. But man, the food there is awful. I mean, we needed sustenance around 1 o'clock and went into one of those places, Swing by Harvey 1 and 2. It's $80. It's like $19.95 a person. There are four of us. $80. It was a pizza and pasta buffet with salad, and it was really exceedingly average. But we were hungry. So yeah, looking forward maybe to some Blue Bonnet Cafe later today. That one misses 2-2 to Jackson Harvey. One out. Update your data block there. Sorry, I missed it. Now showing one out. That's inside. Full count now to Jackson Harvey. One out, nobody on. Got our second hitter of the first inning aboard. Let's see if we can do that with our second hitter of the second inning. Yeah, hits the dirt in front of the plate, so Jackson Harvey works the full count walk. First walk of the game issued by McBride. Second base runner in the first six hitters. Here's the seven hitter, the DH, Murray Robinson, affectionately known as Big Murr. With one out and Harvey at first. On the ground. Second baseman gets it on 3 bounces, goes to 2 for 1, comes across, not in time. Murray Robinson beats out a 4.63 DP. I love it. But there are 2 outs. Harvey's retired on the 4-6 at the bag at 2. Murray is at first on the fielder's choice for right fielder Christian Pickens. Pitch is high, also in, 1-0 to Pickens. Well, 8 batters through the order for Cedar Park in the first time through, and only 3 of them started 0-1. A bunt, but it's back down to the mound, and he'll get him at first easily enough on the 1-3. So Cedar Park again gets the second guy to the plate on board. Even get the third guy on board, but they're both wasted, and we are through an inning and a half, still tied at 0. We'll be back.
Batting fifth, number 12, center fielder, Evan Nikowski.
All right, back to action now. Evan Nikowski, center fielder, steps to the plate here. Bottom of the second, 5, 6, 7 due in the Mustangs order. This one's a fastball that misses low. First guy to start out 1-0 against Cade Davis is Nikowski. After 2 complete innings on the mound, now McBride. That one misses outside, 2-0. He's thrown 29 pitches, 14 strikes, 15 balls. Not at all where you want him. 1 hit and 1 walk. Grounded, foul, third base side, 2-1. Players are going to get a lot of experience from Marble Falls this year. They only have 3 guys in the dugout when they're in the field. This one threw to the screen, 3-1 to Evan Nikowski. A lot of different kinds of experience in the field, too, because you got to have more than one pitcher. They're going to be bringing guys in, changing positions all the time out there to feed the mound. High and outside. So a leadoff walk for Evan Nikowski.
Batting number 10, second baseman Jake Becker.
Here's Jake Becker, their second baseman. With no outs and 1 aboard at first, Evan Nikowski with that leadoff walk. A throw to him. Nothing there. Davis from the stretch. He'll throw again over there, our second. Well, the advertising signs on the fence here, Booster Club might think about that. Sell some signage. Fouled off of himself in the plate area on that bunt attempt. 0-1 to Jake Becker. Stand there a little bit, and that was the first pitch to him. Pitch from Davis. Butted back to the mound. Got to play at second. Makes it. Outstanding job. Swift on the coverage at the bag at 2. Get the lead runner, and the sacrifice bunt doesn't work.
Batting seventh for Marble Falls, number 8, first baseman Brady Elwertarski.
So Becker lives at first on the fielder's choice. First baseman Brady Elwertowski to the plate. Left-handed hitter. They're first. Swing and a miss. 0-1, so 7 batters in the order. Only 1 guy. The guy who got the leadoff walk here in the second is not started out on 1. And there he goes, and they should have him picked off. Not in time. Bobbled it a little bit at first. So a stolen base for Becker, and it's like the sacrifice bunt worked now. Oh, 0-1 to Elwertowski. Inside and low 1-1. I didn't update the out for you. Let me do that. Swing and a miss. One down. 1-2 count. There's a nice strike 3 right down the tube. Elwertowski should not have taken that
Now
one.
batting for Marble Falls, number 5.
Standing strikeout. Second strikeout of the game for Davis through 7 hitters. Here's the 8 hitter with 2 outs now. Left fielder Bryce Atkinson. Two outs. Becker at second. Foul. 0-1 again. Goes to second. No. It's kind of a rarity here. A day game in the middle of a weekday. Normally students on both teams are in school, but of course it's spring break. Game was going to be this evening, and they moved it back to 2 o'clock a couple days ago. Long look at second by Davis. Fouled into the net behind the plate. 0-2 to Atkinson now. Davis just needs a strike. Here's the pitch. Swung. Fouled up over behind us. First baseline stand. Still 0-2 to Bryce Atkinson. It's a little hard for my eyes to catch the ball off the bat. This nylon netting is kind of attracting my eyes' attention. I'm having a hard time finding the ball as it leaves the plate area if it's in the air. There's strike three. 2 standing strikeouts in succession for Cade Davis to end the inning. We're through 1.5. Still no score. Be back in a bit.
Cedar Park 0, Marble Falls 0.
Looking at comparative pitch counts now, through 2 complete, their guy, McBride, from 29, 14 strikes, 15 balls, a walk and a hit, no runs. Cade Davis, our guy's thrown 2 less pitches, 27, but a lot better strike-to-ball ratio, better than 2-1, 19-8. Because of that, he's got 3 strikeouts. Also giving up 1 hit and 1 walk. No score now through 2 complete. Both teams in their next at-bats will get back to the top of the inning and see if the second time through against these successive pitchers, they know something and not much to get some hits going. Both teams able to get runners on base in both of their at-bats, but unable to push anybody across the plate, so we're still at 0-0. Cedar Park will be at 9-1-2 in the order, so will Marble Falls when they get back to the plate. Center fielder Houston Molinaro will lead off. Then back to the top of the order with second baseman Brady Richardson, left fielder Ethan Becker. So here's Molinaro. Chased one down in deep center earlier. It's a tough catch to make. He plays in the outfield all year so far. Shows bunt, misses it though, 0-1. So the first time through the 9 hitters for McBride, 1, 2, 3, only 4 of the 9 start out 0-1. There's a called strike 2. Molinaro down 0-2 in the count now. On a beautiful day in central Texas, again, not a cloud in the sky. Starting to warm up though, it's in the 80s, high and out. Pitching may not be in the 80s. Not a big velocity guy, Hudson McBride, mostly off-speed stuff. Foul back to the net. Still 1-2 to Houston Molinaro. Looking forward to being at home tomorrow night. Leander and a lot of you in the stands. It'll be a big crowd. Leander always brings a lot of people, so we need to bring a lot too. Place seats a little over 500 Let's put over 400 at least in the stands. And a standing strikeout for McBride now against Houston Molinaro.
Next about for the Timberwolves.
Top of the order, let's see if we can do something a little better this time through. Second baseman Richardson tapped it back to the mound the first pitch of the game. Takes it to center. Is it going to drop? No, right fielder comes on and gets it on the run.
Number 5, Ethan Becker.
Two outs now for Ethan Becker. Nobody on. Top of the third. Becker had her only hit. Single up through the middle. Stole second, but was left at third when the inning ended. This one taken to right center. Back goes the right fielder. Has a beat on it. Makes the catch. Cale Cochran getting a lot of business in right field today. A 1-2-3 inning for the first time either team. We'll be back in a minute.
Now batting for the Marble Falls Mustangs, number 22, Hudson McBride.
Pitcher Hudson McBride will step to the plate here. 9-hole hitter to lead off the bottom of the third for the Marble Falls Mustangs. The pitch is low from Davis, 1-0. Now one time through the order. 9 hitters, and 7 of the 9 have started out. 0-1 to Cade Davis. Swung on, fouled, out of play, right side behind the Cedar Park dugout, 1-1. Pretty good crowd representation behind me from Cedar Park faithful. On the ground at third. Mullen to Harvey for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting for Marble
Beautiful
Falls.
drive out here, of course, on 1431, one of the prettiest, 45-minute drives in Texas. Directly from Cedar Park to Marble Falls. This one's taken to center before I even announced him. Top of the order, Jake Carter goes to center on the first pitch, but that dies in the glove of Houston Molinaro. Isaiah Roman, the catcher, he struck out swinging at a 2-2 pitch the first time up. They are quickly 2 down. Goes through. 1-0 to Roman. Cedar Park will be 3, 4, and 5. Swift, Alonzo, and Davis. Want to get back up, and it's time to get the bats unlimbered. Fouled in the plate area. 1-1. The wind is going directly into the mic, and it actually sounds worse than it is. It's not really too bad. In fact, it's kind of welcome because of the sunlight and heat. Keeps us a little cooler here. Here's the 1-1 from Davis. Right down the tube for a called strike 2. Strike away now for Davis to getting out of the third. They put a 1, 2, 3 inning on us. Let's put one on them. The pitch swung on and sent to left center. Back they're going. Houston Molinaro again with a running backhand grab. I hope you saw that on the screen. It's kind of tiny, it's so far away. And it is 3 up, 3 down on the F8. So no score through 2.5. We'll be right back. Burger at fast food places. Can't get a better sausage wrap at a barbecue place. Come on out and eat dinner out there. You know your money goes to a great cause, Cedar Park Baseball.
Number 24, Julian Swift.
So here's Swift, shortstop again today. Julian flied out on a 3-1 count to right the first time up. This one a drive into center field. First pitch, leadoff single for Julian Swift.
Now batting for the Wolves, 19, Luis Alonso.
Second hit of the game for Cedar Park. So no out, Swift at first, a savvy base runner. Louis Alonso to the plate. Louis grounded back, or actually he grounded the first baseman last time up. Oh, I'm right. Grounded back to the pitcher last time up. That one misses. It's the one that bounced off the pitcher's leg and took him almost all the way to first. 1-0 to Louis. Throw over to first. Worried a little bit about Julian Swift. Swift's not just a last name. It's a speed attribute. On the ground foul, third base side. That'd been something if that was 3 or 4 feet farther to the right. Still be running. A long wait in between pitches for McBride. Doesn't pitch with much speed. And he's going to go to first with runners on base. Fourth time, or second time to throw over there, rather. We've thrown 3 times. Runner goes. Swung on. Lifted. Shallow right. On comes the right fielder and makes the catch. Quickly, Swift gets back to first base. So we're giving Cale Cochran way too much business in right. Cade Davis can help his cause out. Popped out to Cale Cochran in right, last time up. One down, runner at first is Julian Swift. Still a 0-0 tie here in the bottom of the, or top of the fourth rather. Cade calls time and backs out. Over the years we've shut out Marble Falls a number of times like we are today, 6 times. They have never shut us out though like they are now. Swung at a bad pitch that time, 1-0. Something about that fooled Cade, I believe. Another throw to first. Now both teams have thrown 3 times. There goes Swift, foul in the plate area. Another thing to apologize to you for on the camera view is that we're having to set up just about 3 feet behind that nylon netting, and I'm hoping that doesn't distract you as much as it is me. Or distract the camera for that matter. There's a pitch. A good strike. Davis is down. Second standing strikeout for McBride, and there are 2 down.
Jackson Harvey.
Well, leadoff single for Swift. He hadn't been able to go anywhere through 2 batters. Here's the third, Jackson Harvey. He walked and was forced out at second. This one's taken in the air to left. Will it come down fair? No. Wind blew it foul. Boy, when it left the bat, it was angled probably 7, 8, 9 degrees right of the foul line, but it landed a good 25 feet foul. Tall curving strike to Jackson Harvey, 0-1. Bring the departure angle that down a little, and that's at least a double. Runner's going. Throw down is going to be in time when they've got him picked off. The Swift out at second on the caught stealing. 2-6. And we're still tied at 0 through 3.5. We'll be back. Falls Mustangs, 17 pitches in the first, just a 1-to-1 strike-to-ball ratio. 12 in the second, they were behind in the strike-ball ratio. Since then, 7 in the third, 9 in the fourth, 13 strikes, 3 balls. A couple of strikeouts as well thrown into the mix. They are at 3, 4, 5 in the order. Here's right fielder Cale Cochran, who's been busy enough out in the field. He flied out to Molinaro in center the first time. That was that one he drove deep, and Molinaro ran to his backhand side and hauled it in. There's a called strike, too. Zamarripa on deck, and then Mikowski. Oh, swung at a bad pitch. In the dirt, though, so they'll come out and consummate it with a throw down. Another strikeout in the books for Cade
Number
Davis.
14, John Zamaripa.
It's his fourth. And there's one down. Now to the four-hitter, third baseman John Zamaripa, flied out to right, and Christian Pickens last time up. Cedar Park under some pressure here, needing to sweep the teams that aren't listed in the top contenders for the title. Marble Falls is one of those. And yet at some pains to do so today, unable to crack the code. Playing to a draw at the moment, halfway through the game. This one's lifted high to left field, but over and under it, and making the catch, Ethan Becker, 2 down.
Now batting for Marble Falls, number 12, Evan Nikowski.
Center fielder Evan Nikowski to the plate now with 2 down, nobody on. He walked last time up and was caught stealing. Or excuse me, no, that was the bunt back to the mound that he turned it through to second and got the leadoff runner. First pitch is a called strike. Second one should have been, but wasn't. 1-1. There we go. Strike 2. Cedar Park looking fine in the field and on the mound, but the bats are pretty anemic today. Only 2 hits, and they are 15 hitters into the order. There's a call, strike 3. Another standing strikeout for Cade Davis. This one ends the fourth. 5 strikeouts in the game, 3 of them standing strikeouts. We'll be back. Pitch comparisons now through 4 complete. McBride for Marble Falls, 45 pitches. Davis, 43. Strike to ball for McBride, 27-18. For Davis, 32-11. Davis given up 1 hit, a walk, struck out 5. McBride's given up 2 hits, a walk, struck out 2. Both of them, and of all those numbers, the only ones that matter, have given up no runs. So top of the 5th, man, it's past time for Cedar Park to get the bats unnumbered. They've only sent 3 more batters than the minimum to the plate. They'll be at 6, 7, 8 in the order. That's Harvey, Robinson, and Pickens. I'm really impressed that Murray Robinson beat out a tailor-made double play ball in the 2nd inning. Getting a little warmer and a little windier. Sun's whipping up the air, I suppose. Brought my ice chest with me with my own water. Take a drink of that here in a second.
Now batting for the Timberwolves, Murray Robinson.
Well, that's interesting because it should be Harvey. He was at the plate with an 0-1 count when the last out was made, it looked like.
Jackson Harvey.
Yeah, there we go. They got it right. Foul in the plate area. Staff here at the stadium told me their scoreboard shorted out last night and they haven't been able to get it fixed. The scoreboard is completely blank. On the ground, foul. Second strike to Harvey. First time up, he popped up to, you guessed it, Cale Cochran in right field. Again from the stretch, Hudson McBride. Inside with the fastball. That one's low. Got to be careful here with a full count. The leadoff hitter of the inning, Jackson Harvey. Swing, ground ball, first baseman on it, lays an egg. He'll still beat him to the bag. Brady Elwertowski recovered from dropping the ball right at his feet. Unassisted out at first for the first baseman. One down for the DH, Murray Robinson. On the ground and into left field. Past a lunging third baseman. Robinson is aboard with our third hit of the game, all singles.
To the plate, number 21, Christian Pickens.
One out for Pickens, right fielder. Grounded back to the pitcher the first time up to end the second inning. Pickens with a little bit of a conference with coach up the third base line as I dip into my cache of cold drinks. Stand by. Nothing quite like ice cold water. Conference is over. Pickens to the plate, awaiting his first pitch from Hudson McBride. Brad Cohn here along with Josh Cargile, our QA. Running the broadcast today. That one's a fastball that stays outside. 1-0 to Pickens. If you don't recognize my voice, yeah, I'm Brad Cohn. I'm just a little hoarse from some allergy stuff that got kicked up yesterday. I spent all day at SeaWorld out there. Something in the San Antonio area is getting to me. Long look in, and Pickens didn't like it, called time, and stepped out. Molinaro on deck, then we're back to the top of the order. One out, Robinson at first. Here's the pitch. Called strike. 1-1. Have they run for Robinson? I missed it. Doesn't look like Robinson's body type there first. Yeah, they've got a runner in. If I can catch a number. Might be one of the Garcias is what it looks like. We'll see. High and in. If I can see the back. You know, we're wearing those jerseys that don't have numbers on the front. So it's going to be hard to see who that is. But a definite pitch runner or guest runner for the DH, Murray Robinson at first. Here's the pitch. Pitch out. Nothing to it. Boy, we need something going. Again, pitching and defense look good. We need a run or more. Bat's looking kind of weak today. There's one in the dirt. Ball 4. First time we've had 2 aboard simultaneously. Pushes Robinson's runner, who we think is one of the Garcias, to second. Still just 1 out. Second walk of the game for McBride. And their coach, Tim Hulon, Hulon, so I'm presuming that's Hulon, or Hulon, out for a conversation. Molinaro is at the plate, and he goes up third base line to talk with Coach Williams. Last time up, Molinaro, a standing strikeout victim on a 1-2 pitch. First out of the third.
Now batting for Cedar Park, number 22, Houston Molinaro.
I'd like to see Houston's bat start to play as well as his glove and legs have out in center field so far today. Excellent defensive day out there for Molinaro so far. Key critical outs out there, chasing down fly balls. The pitch, swung on, taken, in the air, deep second base, and he'll make the catch. Nobody goes. 2 down. Probably not what coach was looking for. Top of the order with second baseman Brady Richardson 0 for 2. Tapped it back to the pitcher and lined out to, that's right, Cale Cochran in right. Two outs. Robinson's runner, we think, is Garcia at second. Pickens at first. Got a single and a walk to get those two there. Here's the pitch. Grounded ball back to the mound. McBride hustles over to second or to first. Ends the inning. We leave 2 aboard. Still no score through 4.5. We'll be back. And now to the bottom of the 5th, 6, 7, 8 due in the Marble Falls order. Second baseman Jake Becker will lead off.
Jake Becker.
He reached on a fielder's choice when an out was made elsewhere in the second, then stole second, but was stranded there when the inning ended with 2 strikeouts. Bunts foul. Becker originally scheduled to be the starting pitcher for the Mustangs today, but a last-second change moved him to second base and put Hudson McBride on the mound, and that has proved to be portentous for them. McBride doing a good job keeping Cedar Park's very normally active bats quiet. There's a good pitch. Those bats need to come alive or they'll waste it. So far has been a great outing by Cade Davis on the mound. This one's taken. High, hard, and deep to left. Foul territory, diving drive for it. Couldn't come up with it. About a foot short of it outside the web of his glove for Ethan Becker. Still 0-2. I thought that was going to land fair when it left the bat. This wind is really blowing things. So Becker back at the plate for his 0-2 again. Nope. Well, the umpire stepped back and said no pitch. I'm not sure why. So we're still at 0-2. I wanted to change balls for some reason. I don't know why I didn't change balls before the pitch. So, okay, we'll do 0-2 all over again. To Jake Becker from Cade Davis. Ooh, almost swung at a bad one in the dirt. Failed to see if he swung. He did not. I agree that he did not. 1-2. Now that they need my agreement. Just putting it out there. Here's the 1-2. Driven to left, tall one. Becker should have it. Underneath it easy and makes the catch, 1 down.
Now at the plate, number 8, Brady Elwitowski.
His first baseman, Brady Elwitowski, struck out looking at a 1-2 pitch first time up. And look at that one, just missed it. 0-1. There's a good one that the umpire must have blinked on. Called ball, 1-1. That's a great pitch. That one's outside, 2-1. Cade Davis. Right down the tube where the second pitch was. This one he calls a strike. 2-2. Cade's going to reset there. Didn't like something with his feet going on there. Here's the pitch. Off speed, stays low, full count. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 5th, the game already getting late. We're in 7 games in high school. This is like being in the bottom of the 7th in collegiate or professional ball. Fouled left side. Can he find it? Yes. Nice job. Flipping the glasses down, looking up in the sun by Quint Mullen.
Number 5, Bryce Atkinson.
2 down. Here's a left fielder, Bryce Atkinson, struck out looking at an 0-2 pitch first time up. 2 outs, nobody on here, bottom of the 5th. Still no score. That's not a malfunctioning scoreboard data block. This one's lifted. Foul back over our heads. 0-1. Fourteen of their 17 hitters have started out 0-1 to Cade Davis. This one's taken shallow center left, and it's going to fall in. Right between the converging second baseman, left fielder, and center fielder. The one hitter is done.
Number 22, Hudson McBride.
Here's Hudson McBride, the pitcher. I think they just called him the left fielder, didn't they? He grounded out to third last time up. Back into the screen, 0-1. Glad I got the sunscreen on my right arm. That forearm is feeling the heat.
Let me try.
0-1 to Hudson McBride. Fouled out back over my right shoulder. 0-2. Looking for his 6th strikeout in 18 hitters. That would be a third of them if he could get this one for Cade Davis. And he gets it in the dirt, so he'll have to throw down to first. Done. And the inning is over on the strikeout. So a 2-out single is left stranded at first. Through 5 complete, still no score. We'll be back.
Score remains 0-0.
Pitch comparisons now through 5 complete for both pitchers. McBride's thrown 59 pitches, 34 strikes, 25 balls. 2 strikeouts, 3 hits, 2 walks, no runs. Cade Davis thrown 59 pitches as well, but a better strike-to-ball ratio, almost 3-1, 44-15. Allowed 2 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. There was a fielder's choice, so they have had 4 base runners. Only 2 left in scoring position. Cedar Park has had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 base runners, and 1, 2 of them left in scoring position. So more base runners and more hits, but the same amount of runs here. Cedar Park in the top of the 6th, only 2 innings left. At 2, 3, 4 in the order, Becker, Swift, Alonso. 2 of their 3 hits are in these 3 guys. So far in this game, those 3 guys due up this inning are batting .333, 2 for 6, 2 singles. Both of them reached scoring position, but were left there. 3 fly balls to Cale, Cochran, and Wright, and a 1-3 tap back.
Number 5.
So here's Becker playing left field today. Singled up the middle, stole second, but was stranded at third in the first, and he flied out to Cale, Cochran, and Wright the other time up. Here we go. This is the big inning. Score multiple runs right here. Down and away, 1-0. Swift on deck, Alonso in the hole. We're going to bat 7 or 8 this inning. I can feel it. Here's the pitch. Oh, Chuck swing. He says he went anyway. 1-1. Looked like a check swing to me, but I'm a little biased. I'm not so biased as to be unable to admit that I'm biased. If you can follow that one. That's a foul back to the screen area, 1-2. One-two pitch to Ethan Becker from Hudson McBride, throwing well against good Cedar Park offense. That one's high and in 2-2. Ball to strike ratio is not where you want, 34-25. Not even approaching 2-1. The goal. Here's the pitch. Oh, I thought that sounded like it nicked his shoulder. He's been shaking his shoulder a little. I don't think Becker wants on. He wants to hit. Full count. Boy, I thought I heard that nick his shoulder. Full count pitch. Drives it to right. Chasing it. It's going to land. He's going to round first and head for second. The throw is going to be close. No. Oh, I thought he slid inside of that tag. So a single to right to lead off inning for Becker, but he is thrown out at second, trying to stretch it into a double. Probably should have been satisfied, I guess, on hindsight. So 1 down, and we don't have a base runner after a good start. Swift flied out to right field, of course, and singled up the middle, but was forced out at second. Was caught stealing at second. First one misses high and in, 1-0 to Swift. Well, I was thinking we're at 7 or 8 this inning. 7 or 8 batters, multiple runs. That one high, 2-0. Good start. I thought when he rounded first, Becker didn't have enough speed going from where that ball ended up to get to second, and unfortunately was right. Was hoping for a bad throw. We're a bobble tag. Up. Out of bounds. Out of bounds. Out of play to the right side. 2-1 to Swift. Alonso on deck. Davis in the hole. Next 3 guys after Swift hitless in 6 trips. 1 base runner with a walk. Got to get going. There's a drive towards right, but on comes, that guy, Cale Cochran. They might as well have a one-man defense out there. Mike's. Again, Cedar Park's doing well when Marble Falls is at the plate. It's just a 3-hitter. Got a very small amount of base runners, just 4. It's a shutout, but their bats didn't make the trip. On the ground. First baseman covers it. Pitcher did not get the base in time. He stopped shy of the base. That's an interesting mistake. So Harvey in on an infield single. Harvey on base, I should say. 5th hit of the game for Cedar Park. 1 out, Harvey at first with a go-ahead run. Murray Robinson, the DH, scheduled to hit. Oh no, they're saying that he fouled it off himself. Okay, so never mind with the infield single. Still a 2-strike count to Jackson Harvey. High and outside. Inside. I believe that makes it 2-2, but I was troubleshooting with that hot spot. Oh, I think he just said 3-2. Ball 4 low. So he's on at first with 1 out, but it wasn't an infield single. It was a walk. 3rd walk of the game by McBride. Still 1 out for Murray Robinson. On with the fielder's choice and stranded first and singled kind of the left side, stranded at second. And coach is coming in with some sort of lineup change. He's calling for Dillman. Brooks Dillman, he's going to run, I guess. Yeah, for Harvey. So the runner at first will be Brooks Dillman. Get a little bit more speed on there since it could be a game-winning run if we can get him in and get some outs. And Coach Elon will come out and talk to McBride and his catcher Roman. Sorry for the burp. One of the things that's touchy about these hot spots is if they get in the sun, they get heated up and shut down. And I cleverly placed mine under the table in the shade, but the sun moved enough to where the last many minutes the sun was shining right on it, and it seemed to have shut it down. I think we're back in good shape now. Murray Robinson steps in. Fouled back to the net. 0-1 with 1 out, and Harvey's runner, Brooks Dillman, at first base. Dillman is the go-ahead run here in the top of the 7th. Nothing game. It's been a while since we've seen one of these. Goose egg to goose egg in the final inning. And Murray calls time and steps out. Just need a drive. We don't need home runs. Just back-to-back singles. Wow. High and outside. He calls it a strike. 0-2. 1 out. Harvey's runner Dillman at first with a go-ahead run. 0-2 count on Murray Robinson. High and out. 1-2. Isaiah Roman makes noises like throwing to first, but doesn't do it. Not a great lead by Dillman, average. Here's the pitch. Low in the dirt. 2-2. Comes back from 0-2 to 2-2 and even in the count. They throw it to first and nothing doing. Their fourth throw to a base runner. We've thrown 3. This one's lifted shallow left field. On comes the left fielder. Back goes the shortstop. A running catch by the shortstop, and Dillman will have to retreat to first, and there are 2 outs.
Number 21, Christian Pickens.
Here's Pickens. Tapped it back to the pitcher, walked, and was stranded at first. Eight base runners for the Timberwolves in this game and no runs. Marble Falls has only had 4 to reach the same amount of runs. Time called, no pitch. Turns and throws to first, no business there. Their 5th. Getting close to that all magic number 7. Here's the pitch. High and inside, and actually behind him a little bit. On the ground, shortstop. To the bag for 1, across to first for the other. Didn't need it since there were 2 outs. But anyway, we'll be right back. Not much to talk about with Cedar Park's bats. Let's talk about Kay Davis pitching. 71 pitches is all through 6 innings. Only 18 of them called balls. 53 strikes, giving up just 2 hits. Struck out 6, walked 1. He's only had 4 base runners. None of them passed second base. Cedar Park looks good in the field. They're in the field now. They'll need to continue looking good to stretch this game into extra innings. They are at 4, 5, and 6 in the order, the Mustangs. Here's third baseman John Zamarripa. 0 for 2, flyouts to left and right, and there's a called strike 1. That one misses, 1-1. Oh, got to update your inning thing for you. We are in the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2 to Zamarripa. This one fouled to right, out of play. Still 1-2 to Zamarripa. Evan Nikowski, center field, scheduled next, and then the second baseman Jake Becker. No hits in the next 4 hitters for them. This one low, 2-2. On the ground between second baseman and the bag. third hit of the game. First for Zamarripa.
Now to play for Marble Falls, Evan Nikowski.
So the winning run is aboard for Marble Falls. I'll remind you, they have not beaten us in 9 years and 2 days. So the seniors on this team were in 3rd grade the last time Marble Falls beat Cedar Park in baseball. Here comes Mike Cockrell, pitching coach, out to talk to his battery. With the winning run at first, it's Evan Nikowski to the plate. He's hitless in 2 trips. Next would be Jake Becker, also hitless in 2 trips. Next would be Brady Elward-Kowski, also hitless in 2 trips. So, they're all thinking they're due. Dangerous part of the game to have a guy on with no outs. Almost have to have a couple of strikeouts here. Elward-Kowski has struck out once, and Nikowski has struck out once. Nikowski's up next. We need him to repeat that standing strikeout that ended the 4th. Or a 2-hopper hit hard right at short. We can start a 6-4-3 cleaner. That would work too. Conferences are over. Here's center fielder for the Mustangs, Evan Nikowski, to the plate. Walked and was forced out at second on a sacrifice bunt play that didn't work. Hit into right, in the air, tracking it, under it, and making the catch. Christian Pickens. Runner retreats to first, 1 down. That'll work too.
Now to play for Marble Falls, number 10, Jake Becker.
Jake Becker, second baseman, on with the fielder's choice. Stole second, was stranded there. Well, the next 2 guys struck out in the second. And led off the 5th with a fly out to left. Fly out to left would be okay. Called strike 1. Update your date a bit to show 1 out. There we go. Fouled over the press box. 0-2. Batters in a row. Starting out 0-1 against Davis. Last one we didn't was the last batter of the 3rd. This one's fouled out of play right side. Still 0-2. Now Cedar Park would be at 9-1-2 in the order if they can get out of this inning without any runs allowed as we go to the 8th. This one's lifted foul over my head. Fleetwood Maxon. Still 0-2. Whoever gets the first run here, their stands are going to erupt. Pitch outside, also maybe high 1-2. First ball in the 5 pitches he's thrown Becker. Flirting all game long with a 3-to-1 strike to ball ratio. And there's a line drive, but it's going to curve foul. Would have been a lot of trouble. Might have won the game if it stayed fair. Still 1-2. Won the game for them. Speaking from our point of view, might have lost the game. Gotta love baseball. The setup for drama are just infinite in the number of ways that things can happen, for you or against you. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Grounded. Easy ball to the second baseman. Can he get it in time? No, he cannot. Infield single puts the winning run in scoring position in the form of John Zamarripa. Not much of a hit, but it's a hit.
Now batting for Marble Falls, Brady Elward-Kowski.
Half of their hits in the game have been in the last 3 batters. Brady Elward-Kowski, first baseman, struck out looking, fouled out to third. We'll take either of those right here. Just 1 out, winning run in scoring position at second for Marble Falls. Have not lost to them in 9 years and 2 days. There's a called strike 1. Ten straight wins over those 9 years. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Let's strike him out here, Cade. foul. That'll play over the Marble Falls dugout. Still 0-2. Next hitter, left fielder Bryce Atkinson, struck out looking once, but he also has a single to the right side. And there's the strikeout, makes it 2 outs. Needed that.
Atkinson.
So here's Atkinson. Down and away, 1-0. This was lifted. Chasing it in foul territory, kind of towards me. Lands close to Coach's wife, Vicky, as they vacate things. One the count now. Oh, gotta update the out count for those of you glued to the edge of your seats. Rather, it's 2 outs. 2 outs, 1-1 count to Bryce Atkinson, the first batter of the last 11 who did not start out 0-1 to Cade Davis. Runners at second and first. One at first doesn't matter. One at second wins the game if he scores. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Cade Davis a strike away from getting out of this and getting us into extra innings. Swung on the ground. Richardson at second to Harvey at first for the inning ending out, and we are into extra baseball. We'll be right back.
We remain tied at 0.
For Cedar Park in the top of the 8th, they'll be at 9-1-2. Molinaro, Richardson, and Becker. All good hitters. Everybody in the Cedar Park roster is a good hitter. But today, they've been stymied. Only 5 hits. Been walked 3 times. Only struck out twice. They average less than 3 strikeouts a game as hitters. So they're kind of on target for that. They do put the ball in play. A lot of aggressive hitting early in the game. A lot of guys put the first pitch into play. Let me see. How many of those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 guys put the first ball into play, and 3 more put the second ball into play. So that is cut into the pitch count that the opposing pitcher might pitch. But Cedar Park, let's see. Where are they? They're at Molinaro, and it looks like they're pinch hitting for Molinaro. Carter Wall. Carter Wall going to start off our multi-run inning. Let's score about 5 here. Low and away, 1-0 to Carter. Richardson scheduled next. He is not in the on-deck circle. That's Ian Garcia. Coach is saying, well, nobody's hitting today. We got good hitters normally. Let's see if we can change things up. And that hits well on the, the left triceps. And he's aboard as a hit batsman. First of the game in a season where we're averaging seeing about 4, 5, or 6 a game between two teams. That's 92nd pitch for McBride. Could he be tiring? First time he's hit anybody. Top of the order, Ian Garcia. Ian will probably go in to play second base for Richardson. First pitch is way high and over his head behind him. 1-0. Well, I like what I'm seeing from McBride, but his coach probably doesn't. It's a high pitch, completely anywhere near the strike zone to Wall to start him out. Then he hits him. Then this one above and behind Ian Garcia. This one very high. 2-0. Ethan Becker scheduled next, and he is standing in the on-deck circle. And yeah, don't lift him. He's 2 for 3. One of you guys whose bat's doing well today. No outs. Runner at first, and they'll throw to first. That is their 6th. Scheduled to throw one away on the next one, according to that nationwide high school baseball stat we ran into. 1 out of every 7 is thrown away. Way high, almost over his head there too. 3-0. Has not thrown a pitch anywhere near the strike zone in this top of the 8th inning. 5 pitches to 2 guys. On comes Jake Becker, a pitcher himself, to talk to him from second. And in comes John Zamarippa from third. Ian Garcia will go out to talk to Coach Williams along the third baseline. And the ump will come out here and say, hey, what time does the Blue Bonnet Cafe close? On a weekday, I gotta think they're open till 8-ish or more. I think that's where I'm headed afterwards. Bring my wife Sherry home a big blueberry pie. All right, Garcia with a 3-0 count. Back to the action now against perhaps a fading Hudson McBride. Lots of noise barking from the Marble Falls dugout. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and it's high for ball 4. So Wall is pushed to second. Garcia's on with a 4-pitch walk. Has not thrown a strike in the inning, and here comes his coach, Tim Hewlon. I'm going to pause for a moment and maybe give a word from one of our sponsors.
The Alzer family. They've been involved in Cedar Park sports for years, just as Alzer's Barbecue has been involved in Cedar Park cuisine for years. It's one-of-a-kind, authentic Texas barbecue. Brisket, turkey, chicken, lamb, terrific sides and sauces. It's sheer succulence. That's Alzer's Barbecue, next to the Shell Station on 1431, just east of Lakeline. Open Friday through Sunday, every weekend.
With ASI Protection Services, it's always safe. It's that simple. ASI Services provides commercial and residential alarm monitoring services. ASI does the install and monitoring for way less than the large security chains. They've been in business for 21 years. ASI also offers home automation services, repair services for access control, alarms and CCTV, plus security camera installation and repair. That's ASI Protection Services. Call 512-467-2615.
Well, as you probably saw, he's changed pitchers during that commercial break. Left fielder has come in, Bryce Atkinson, to take them out, and he's warming up now, which means they got a new left fielder, but I didn't see who they sent out there. Don't know if they'll announce that from the press box or not. I'll at least scratch him off of my lineup card so I don't call his name catching a fly ball or something out there. A little bit different looking motion than the guy they've been facing all day, Hudson McBride, so the hitters have to get used to that. Situation again, no outs. Runners at first and second. Extra innings, top of the 8th. Tied 0-0. And at the plate for Cedar Park, Ethan Becker. He is 2 for 3. Only guy with a positive batting average in this game. Becker singled up the middle, stole second, was left at third in the first inning.
Number 5, Ethan Becker.
Didn't think that was much of a deal then, but that's the only guy we've gotten to third. He flied out to, Cale Cochran and right in the third, and he singled between second and first in the 6th. First one misses, 1-0 to Ethan Becker. A lot of noise from the Cedar Park dugout now. Showing bunt again. Pulls the bat back again. Off the plate again. 2-0, high. Swift is scheduled next, and he is in the on-deck circle. Let's get a lot of runs here so that we don't have to worry about 1 or 2 for them. Showing bunt again. No. Gets through the catcher. Runners all move up. Go ahead, run now 90 feet away. That is Carter Wall. Ian Garcia moves to second on the passed ball. 3-0 count to Ethan Becker, facing the new pitcher, former left fielder Bryce Atkinson. First is open, so a walk doesn't mean too much. Here's a 3-0, and there is that walk. 4-pitch walk in the first batter he faces. So bases are juiced with Timberwolves. Wohl at third, Ian Garcia at second, Ethan Becker at first for Julian Swift. There's a guy who kind of knows what to do when the bases are loaded. This pair of bombs in Corpus Christi to the left center field. That would be nice right here. Of course, that's going to be fighting the wind if you hit it out that way. Any of them will be fighting the wind today. Let's just do a drive to the gap, score 2. High and out, 1-0. Swift flied out to right. Who didn't? Also lined out to right. And he singled up the middle. That time he was caught stealing at second. On the ground, slow roller to short. He's going to come home for the force out there, and they make it. So there's 1 down, bases still loaded. Swift at first on the fielder's choice. Becker goes to second. Ian Garcia to third. And it's Wohl forced out at home on the 5-2. Update your out count to 1. Still set up for success here with Louis Alonso, another good hitter, and he's due. Tapped it back to the pitcher the first time. Popped out to Cale Cochran in right, and then popped out to Jake Becker at second. So has not hit it hard yet, and he certainly can do that. 1 out, bases loaded. Ian Garcia at third, Becker at second, Swift at first. Low and away. 1-0 to Louis Alonso. Louis' dad about 25 feet to my right up against the fence, videotaping this at-bat. That's all dads do. Fouled on the ground, fielded by third base coach Lanny Williams. 1-1 the count. Little show-off play for the players by coach. Outside, perhaps low, 2-1. Marble Falls fans wanted it. 1 out, bases loaded. We need multiple runs here. It'd be a travesty if we can't get them in. Lifted. This should score 1. Maybe foul territory. And up. Wish it could have stayed fair so we could catch it and we have a tag out for a run. But it stayed foul and went out of play. 2-2. Wind really blowing everything that's just kind of hit the standard left or standard right, blowing them all foul. Coming in from center. 2-2. Outside, full count. A walk gives us the lead as well. Be careful, Louis. Don't swing a ball 4, but you don't want to stand there and take a stand and strike out either and give them 2 outs. Oh, I would not want to be in this position. Here comes a full count pitch with the bases loaded and 1 out. Grounded foul left side. We'll do full count all over again with the 7th pitch of the at-bat to Louis Alonso. And a standing strikeout. Yeah, it looked good to me too. 2 down, Cade Davis to the plate, bases still loaded.
Number 1, Cade Davis.
Outside, 1-0. Two outs, bases loaded. Top of the 8th, nothing tie. Ian Garcia at third, Ethan Becker at second, Julian Swift at first. That one misses, 2-0. Tapped, foul. 2-1 to Davis. Dangerous ball if that had been fair. And thought that was going to be it, but just curved foul. Now they're a strike away from getting out of a jam where we had the bases loaded with 1 out a moment ago. 2-2 the count. They thought they had a strikeout. I did too. Full count. Full count, bases loaded, runners going, and a drive to right field, but into the glove of Cale Cochran to die. Be right back in a minute.
0-0.
Well, Cedar Park has made some changes
Now at the plate.
that I had to miss because I was busy dealing with outages and things that my no producer sitting next to me should have been messing with. So I don't know who's where now. Cade Davis looks like he's still on the mound, though. It might be Carter Wohl behind the plate. Not sure. And there at the bottom of the order, and this one's lifted to center. I think that's probably still Molinaro. Whoever it is makes the catch, and whoever that was at the plate F8'd. One down.
Number 11, Jake Carter.
Jake Carter, second baseman to the plate for the Mustangs. Low and away, 1-0. Somebody's car alarm going off behind us. That is going to get annoying quick. Inside and high, 2-0 to Jake Carter, who singled and stole a base, stranded second, lined out to center and grounded out to Swift at short. This one's tapped foul, third base side, 2-1. Extra innings here, tied 0-0, so the winning run is at the plate for each of these first three hitters for Marble Falls. Sorry, we went silent there right near the end of the last inning. What happened, we had the bases low with one out and didn't score a run. You saw it, but you didn't hear it. The last one, a line drive, looked like it was well hit by Davis, but it was right at the glove of our nemesis today, Cale Cochran and right. This one on the ground. On Mullen from third in the grass, makes the throw to Harvey, 2 down.
Now batting for Marble Falls, number 4, Isaiah.
Catcher Isaiah Roman struck out, flied out to center, and struck out again. We need that habit to continue. Cedar Park will be at 6, 7, 8 in the order. Schedule-wise, it's Harvey, Robinson, and Pickens. Back through the middle, shortstop grabs it back from his knees, makes the throw. Julian Swift with an all-star play, and it's 3 up, 3 down. We'll be back in a second.
Tied 0-0.
Tough one.
All right, we're going to go to the top of the ninth now. Got to think the resources are drawn thin for Marble Falls, but they have shut out Cedar Park. The dam started to break last inning when their starting pitcher thrown so well started to crumble. Relief pitcher came in. He didn't do much better. The bases got low with 1 out, and somehow we kind of just swung ourselves out of that. Strikeout and a hard-hit line out right into Cale Cochran's glove and right. So the scheduled hitters here, and they're both standing there. So it looks like they'll both hit. Our first baseman, Jackson Harvey, DH Murray Robinson. I can see them. And then in the hole would be right fielder Christian Pickens. Don't see him yet, still in the dugout perhaps. Ninth inning. Don't have a lot of score sheet left to put any more than about one more inning in. Somebody needs to win this now. It needs to be us. Took a while for the catcher to come out and get ready because he was one of the last batter, or was he the last batter? Yeah, he was the last batter. Grounded out to Swift at short.
Number 26, Jackson.
So here's Harvey in the 6th hole. Walked, was forced out at second, in the second. Then grounded out to first. Then had a single to the right side. He was substitute run for by Dillman. But Dillman was cleaned off a second on a 4-6 play. First pitch to Harvey. Wow, looked good. Guess it wasn't. 1-0. One of the things in the postgame stats you're going to be amazed at is how many people on their side start out 0-1 against Cade Davis today. That one's high and in, 2-0. Last last inning, 17 balls thrown to only 5 strikes by their pitchers. We need that to continue. It's 2-0, there's 2-1 now. That's called. Wow. There's a called strike, 2-2. Time to hit. High. Full count. Third consecutive batter for Cedar Park to go to a full count against their relief pitcher, Bryce Atkinson. The other two got out. This is a foul back to the net. Still 3-2. Another full count pitch. That one's outside. Leadoff, full count walk for Jackson Harvey. They may run for him again. They did Dillman last time.
Now batting for the Timberwolves.
Coach apparently not making that move. Robinson to the plate. And yes, on deck looks to be Christian Pickens. Murray, a fielder's choice, a single and a pop out to short. They'll throw to first. That's number 7, so they're living on borrowed time. Davis has been pitching great, but he's got 8 innings under the belt. You just wonder how long he can hold up. Need to get a run. High and outside, 1-0. Pretty good throw, but too high. Took him too long to get the tag down. 8th throw of the game to a base by the Mustangs. Pitch shows bunt. Third base side, but it rolls foul. Looked like it might have been a good one for a second. 1-1. Its distance was perfect. It was 2 feet farther right. Murray was going to beat that one out. He was scampering down that line like a gazelle. Gazelle with a fur coat on. One the count to Murray Robinson. High and out. 2-1. Now with Atkinson here, the pitches have either been kind of down the groove and hittable or way off the plate. Nothing in between to kind of fool you. Shows bunt, pulls the bat back, rings him up anyway. 2-2. No outs. Runner at first. Here's Harvey. Go ahead run. You're in the top of the 9th. This one's sliced. It's going to come down. A single to left. Harvey makes second and holds there. No outs, first and second for Christian Pickens.
Number 21, Christian Pickens.
Harvey at second. Robinson at first with a well-struck single to left. 6th hit of the game for Cedar Park. Christian Pickens to the plate. Hitless in 3 trips, tapped it back to the mound, walked and was stranded at first, and was on with a fielder's choice and stranded at first. First pitch bunted towards the first base side. Going to be fair. Nobody covering, and he's there. Bases are loaded. Infield bunt single for Christian Pickens. It stayed about 4 inches fair all the way to the first baseman. Picked it up halfway down the line.
Number 7, Carter.
Pushes Robinson to second. Harvey to third, and we need to bust some runs. Top of the order has been Brady Richardson the first 3 times through the order. Was Ian Garcia last time, and it's Ian this time as well. Conference all the way around. Cedar Park has just loaded things with base runners in these last 2 innings. 7 base runners in the 7th and 8th innings. I mean the 8th and 9th innings. None of them have scored yet. Prior to that, in the regulation 7 innings, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 base runners. None of them scored. So 16 base runners for Cedar Park in this game, and nobody has scored. Marble Falls has only had 2 base runners in their last 12 batters. And only had 6, I think it is. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6 in the game. We've had 7 in the last 2 innings, but nothing to nothing. Mullen is going to run at second. That's for Murray. I believe it's still Harvey. Yeah, it's third. Pickens at first with great speed. Roll to the plate. He had a 4-pitch walk last time up. Fouled into the net for Wool. Had bases loaded and 1 out last time, didn't score. Bases loaded, no outs now an 0-2 count to Carter Wool. Tremendous lead at second by Mullen. They're not watching him. The infield is in to try to cut off the run at home on a ground ball in the infield again, like they did one time last inning. Marble Falls playing smart baseball all day with their short-handed roster of only 12 guys. Swing and a miss, and Walls down. Pulled the trigger too early on that one. That's the first out. We're to the top of the order. 1 out, bases loaded. Ian Garcia walked on 4 pitches the first time up. Ended up being stranded at third last inning. Pitch almost hits him 1-0. This one's taken to right. If it's fair, it'll score a run. It's just foul by a couple of feet. Would have scored 2 if it was fair. We're just having absolutely no luck today. This kind of game, if you win, you really deserve, because you got no luck fighting against the baseball gods all day long. One to Ian Garcia. Oh, man, I thought he was going to call that a strike. I guess not. 2-1. Need a hit. It's not it. 2-2. Strike away now from getting to the point where we're going to have 2 bases loaded, 2 outs again. If that happens, we don't score in this inning, I think it's just not in the cards for us to win this game. Outside, way outside, here comes the run home. No play, 1-0 Timberwolves. Full count on Garcia, everybody moves up 1. That was Harvey who scored from third. Robinson's runner Mullen goes to third, and to second goes Pickens. So first is empty, but maybe not for long. It's a full count pitch coming up to Ian Garcia. 1-0 Timberwolves. Finally update the scoreboard for the first time in this game. And there's ball 4. Bases are loaded again. So Garcia third. Excuse me, I'm looking at the wrong one again.
Number 5, Ethan Becker.
Robinson's runner Mullen at third. Pickens at second. Ian Garcia at first with that walk. 2 outs. Ethan Becker, who's got 2 hits already today. Swing and a miss. 2 hits and a walk. And guess what happened on the time he didn't get a hit or walk? Flied out to Cale Cochran and right. Swing and a miss, strike 1. At least we have a lead to protect now. Hopefully we can. That one's low and away, 1-1. Be great to get a couple of more in to get a margin of error for Cade Davis. If it's Davis who comes back out, he's throwing really well. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Let's not leave them loaded for 2 innings in a row in a 1-0 game. High and out, 2-2. Mustang fans were wanting that strike call, but it was definitely high. I think it was out as well. 2-2 to Ethan Becker. On the ground at shortstop. He's coming home. Does he get him? Got him. Foot was not on the bag, it didn't look like to me. Y'all can run that back if you want to. You can take that little slide at the bottom, just a minuscule amount backwards to the left, and let it go again. If you'd like to see that. The force out would be, I got to find how my score sheet's working in. It'd be 6-2 at home on Robinson's runner Mullen. Pickens goes to third. Garcia goes to second. Base is still loaded on the fielder's choice with Becker at first. 2 outs. Here is Swift. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Julian lined out to right, flied out to right, on with the fielder's choice and singled, but then was thrown out at second. Get your data block updated. 2 outs. This one's taken. Guess what? Right field. Guess what? Cale Cochran catches it. Leave the bases loaded 2 innings in a row, but at least we got a frapping run. We'll come back in a second. So Davis is done for the day through 99 pitches by my count, 75 strikes, 24 balls. A walk, 7 strikeouts, 4 hits, and a shutout. And on is Quint Mullen, moving in from third, so we've got a new third baseman as well. Might be Louie, because it might be Carter Well behind the plate. No, that's Louie behind the plate. So not sure who the third baseman is, because again, we got the wrong kind of uniforms that don't have numbers on the front.
Number 13, Cale Cochran.
Cale Cochran, our nemesis today. At the plate, hasn't been much of a nemesis. Hopefully, He won't become one now. Flied out to center, struck out, and grounded back to the pitcher. Just need 3 outs. That's the way to start it. Just facing a righty now. Different pitches, different velocities. Taller guy in the form of Mullen. Mustangs will have to get used to him. They only have 3 hitters to do it. Oh, what a nice curveball. It stays over the outside edge, 0-2. Good pitch by Quint Mullen. Oh, look at that. A standing strikeout. A beautiful, beautiful pitch. Cochran down. Second strikeout of the day.
Number 14, Luda Zamarapa.
In fact, since it was 0-0 when Cade left at the end of it, 8 complete, he doesn't even get the win. If we hold on, Mullen gets the win. John Zamarapa. There's another great curveball for a strike. 0-1. Zamarapa flied to right, flied to left, single up the middle, was stranded at second. And that hit him. Second hit batsman of the game, first one for them. So 1 out, runner at first is the tying run, winning run at the plate, and that is Evan Nikowski. He walked, struck out, and flied out to right. This one looks like a fly ball to right, on and in, and over to the foul territory area. Can't come up with it. On the run, fighting the wind, and Pickens just couldn't come up with it. Made a lot of outfield plays this year. Couldn't come up with that one in foul territory. 0-1 Nikowski. Oh, it would have been good to have a second out there. Every batter to face Mullen start out 0-1. Just a little low, 1-1. Strike. 1-2. "23 of 31 batters to face Cade Davis start 0-1. That's amazing. This one's taken out of play to the right side. Still 1-2. "29 batters. 23 of 29 batters. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Strikes the first guy out, hits the next 2, and those 2 are the tying and winning run. Zamarapa gets forced to second. There's still 1 out. Jake Becker to the plate. Following the fielder's choice, stole a base and was stranded at second. Flied out to left. Infield single to the right side and was stranded at first. Our coach going to talk things over, and so will ours. We were in great shape after the first 3 pitches of this inning. A standing strikeout of Cale Cochran with nobody aboard. Hit the next 2 batters. Winning run is aboard at first. Tying run in scoring position at second. Zamarapa. We need a double play ball. Hard one hopper to Swift at short that takes him to his left. That would be good. Start a 6-4-3 to end the inning. Fouled back to the wall here and bounces all the way back into fair territory. Becker down on the count 0-1. Still every batter to face Quint Mullen here in the bottom of the 9th. Ooh, bottom of the 9th sounds so much more appropriate than bottom of the 7th for finality, you know. Has started out 0-1. This one lifted to left, into the glove, of the left fielder, who we don't know who that is. It might have been changed, but it could be Ethan Becker. Kind of looks like his body type. That might be Becker. That's Becker at third. So I have no idea who the left fielder is right now. So there's 2 down. An out away from a win here. But the winning run is aboard. There's Brady Illertowski, takes the first one low and inside for 1-0. He struck out twice and fouled out to third. Either of those is fine. Fine by me. On the ground, back to the mound. He'll take it over and just take to the bag and not risk the throw and win the game. So Quint Mullen comes back after hitting 2 guys and gets the win 1-0. Again, we're going to take an extended break. We come back, I'll try to compile all these stats, 9 innings worth of stats for you. And then we're thinking we might have Coach on the post-game show as well. So don't go anywhere. All right, back for the post-game show. Brad Cohn here. A doozy today against a team was not expected to compete for a district title. And short-handed team, only 12 guys on the roster. They played their hearts out and almost beat a state-ranked team today. Pushed them to the limit anyway. Cedar Park again looked good when they had the ball on the mound and in defense. A shutout. Only a four-hitter in 9 innings. They only allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 base runners in regulation play. Allowed 2 more in the final 2 innings. But on the other hand, the offense, anemic today, only 6 hits. They did get a lot of guys on base with walks and fielders' choices and things. They had a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 base runners in regulation 7. Then they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more in the 2 extra innings, the 8th and 9th. So 18 base runners for Cedar Park, half of those in extra innings. And even with all that, only scored 1 run. But it was enough. The pitching and defense were good enough to where they shut them out 1-0. Look at the offensive numbers. Ray Richardson 0 for 3. Ian Garcia 0 for 0 with 2 walks. I gotta mark that one right. There we go. Ethan Becker, with a pretty good offensive day, 2 for 4 with a walk. made it to scoring position twice, but stranded both times. Julian Swift 1 for 4 and a caught stealing. Louis Alonso 0 for 4. Cade Davis 0 for 4. Those are 2 good hitters that went 0 for 8 today. And you factor in Swift's 1 for 4. Those are 3 good hitters that went 1 for 12 today. And Jackson Harvey goes 1 for 2 with a couple of walks and a run scored, the only run of the game. Murray, and that score on a pass ball, or no RBIs. Murray Robinson, the DH, went 1 for 2, stranded in scoring position. Mullen went 1 for 1, was thrown out at home on a force out when the bases were loaded. Christian Pickens went 1 for 3 with a walk and was stranded at third one time. Houston Molinaro goes 0 for 2. Carter Wohl goes 0 for 1, but was on as a hit batsman once. And we look at, I believe the way it's going to go is Cade Davis with all that pitching excellence today. So they get a no decision. It's 0-0 through 8 complete when he left the game. We have him down at 90 pitches. Oh, am I getting that right? Let me look here. Now, 99 pitches, 75 strikes, 24 balls, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts, and only giving up 4 hits, and of course no runs. But he, since we didn't score any, there's no run support for him today, literally none. He's not going to get any decision at all. The win will go to Mullen. The lead was taken after he had taken when he had taken the mound. Basically, he was going to pitch the 9th. Top of the 9th, we took the lead. He pitched the bottom of the 9th. They came on and struck out the first guy he faced looking. Then he hit the next 2. Then induced a fly out to left, and somebody tapped it back to him, and he just ran over the bag rather than risk the throw on the possible game-ending play, and that was a smart choice by Mullen. So he pitches to 5 batters, allows 2 base runners there. The winning run was aboard under Mullen in the 9th, but he did not let it pass. He threw only, let me see. I got to see if I can get this one right. 14 pitches, 10 strikes, 4 balls. Of those 4 called balls, 2 of those were hit batsmen, and that's about it for Mullen, who ends up getting the pitching win. Now, Coach is headed this way, so be glad to have him. I turn up the mic here, make sure this is on. Yeah, okay. Hey, Coach.
Mike, Cockrell. Hey, Cade.
Hey, man, how's it going?
Good. A win is always good, but
a win is good, man.
That was a tough way to do it.
It was a tough way to do it, but like I told the guys right now, we're not going to hang our head about it. I know for a fact that the biggest thing for us is, like Brad, we told our guys in the offseason all the time, it doesn't matter how you win a game, just win a game. We can talk about the stuff later. We came to Marble Falls to win. It didn't matter if it was going to be about 16 runs or about 1 in the 12th inning or about 1 in the 9th inning. It didn't matter.
And we did it.
I think the game of baseball kind of caught up to us a little bit with some things, but I think I was happy. I mean, we played well in three phases of the game on defense and pitching.
Yes.
We did phenomenal. So
yes.
I cannot be more happy about our guys and the way they played there.
I pointed that out many times in the broadcast, and he's brought Cade Davis with him. We'll be talking to him in a minute. One of the things that I pointed out that I thought was remarkable is we always track how many times a batter starts 0-1 versus 1-0 because the batting average is wildly different.
Right.
Well, today against Cade Davis, where did I write that number down? 23 of 29 of their guys started out 0-1 to Cade Davis.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
That's just amazing. I had him down for 99 pitches, 75 strikes, 24 balls. You like 2-to-1 strike-to-ball ratio. That's 3-to-1.
Yeah.
That's just amazing. A 4-hitter.
And Cade is really good. We knew that Cade would get in here and give us a chance to win the ball game. And but it's what he's supposed to do, and I mean that. But he got in here and really battled, and he never, as a sophomore, man, he was very controlled, which is, I'm excited. I can't wait to see where this kid is at the end of his career. But right now he showed a lot of composure, and I'm just happy that kid is on our team right now.
And correct me if I'm wrong about the baseball vagaries, but since he pitched through 8 complete and it was tied, he doesn't even get the win in this, does he? I think Mullen ends up getting the win.
No, because we didn't put Quinn in. We scored the run while Cade was still in.
Okay.
We scored
didn't make the change until after our offensive at bat.
Yes, exactly.
There you go. Cade gets the win.
Cade's getting the win. I don't care what happens.
He'll find a way to do that.
That's exactly right. Cade's going to get the win. But Quint did well. And if it would have been Quint, great. Cade was still going to be the Mundita player of the game no matter what. But like I said, we talk to the guys all the time. Doesn't matter who gets what. Just come in and win the ball game.
We had 18 base runners. half of them were in the extra inning.
Yeah.
9 in the first
Crazy.
7, 9 in the 8th, and only one of them scored.
Hey, could you count pop-ups? How many times have we popped the ball up in the air, Brad?
If you see in here the P's that pop up, there's one to right,
a lot of P's. There's
2,
an F in
3, 4, 5. I showed 5 pop-ups.
You know, there's some F's in there too. There's some F's.
Well, there's F's, yeah, but I use an F when they got to kind of go after it. Otherwise, a pop when they're just standing there waiting for it to come down. It might not be standard. That's just kind of how I do it for myself.
All right, that's fine. I appreciate it.
All right, Coach, so a big one tomorrow night at Leander. Leander's at us.
Leander at home, and we'll get after him and see what we can do. See if we can turn this offensive thing around. And I mean, our guys, we put some good swings on the bat. Didn't strike out a whole lot. Just put the ball in the air. But knowing our guys, we'll work on it and get better at it.
Just got to clean up the base. Get 18 base runners without scoring some runs.
That's like a small village, man. That's not good. That's not good. Thanks, Brad.
All right, thanks. And now Cade Davis will step in. Cade does get the win today. Glad they didn't make the lineup change at the end of that inning. You get a no decision after such a great game. What was really working for you today?
Well, just pounding the zone with the fastball, and then my curveball was working really well. Changeup's normally my best pitch, but today just wasn't there, and that'll happen sometimes. But just go at them with whatever you got.
Lots of strikes. I don't know what the official count in there. I keep count out here too. I could be off. I'm at 99 with 75 strikes, 24 balls. It's greater by a little bit than the 3-to-1 strike-to-ball ratio when 2-to-1 is always a goal. You're really throwing strikes today.
Yeah, I like to go pitch to contact because I don't throw very hard, so I can't blow it by them. So my best thing to do is just pitch to contact. Don't work around them. Just go at them.
Scattered 4 hits, 2 of them in your final inning, the 7th. You had a 2-hitter going into the 7th. And going into the 7th, only 4 base runners. You only faced 4 batters over the minimum going into the final inning.
Yeah, I mean, just like I said, pitching to contact. Our defense was making a lot of plays out there. Give them props, and just if they get on, they get on. Just get out of it.
That was good defense. Nice to have good pitching and defense on a day when we can't seem to score runs.
Yeah, good thing our pitching and defense stepped up today.
All right. Thanks a lot, Cade Davis, a winning pitcher today on the post-game show. All right, Cedar Park gets a win on the road. And like I said before, this is a game they just really couldn't afford to lose. They're really going to have to, to make the playoffs, probably split with those other 4 teams that are real contenders. And they're going to have to sweep these teams that are not considered the contenders. Marble Falls, one of those. So they started that season sweep of the Mustangs today with their 11th straight win. It's been over 9 years since Marble Falls has beaten us. All right, they take the district opener, 1-0 extra innings victory in 9 innings over the Marble Falls Mustangs. Season record now 9-4 overall, 1-0 in district. This is the Timberwolves baseball program's 411th win all time, 179th win on a live K-Mac or Vype broadcast. Quick turnaround tomorrow night at home versus Leander. If you can't make it, watch our broadcast. Special thanks to the whole Vype staff, Operations Director Merle Bertrand, to our QA for this game, Josh Cargile, our voiceover artist, Roland Ruiz, and our technical support whiz, Sue Venkat. This is Brad Cohn signing off for the Vype Network. See you back home tomorrow night.
This has been the Vype Live Network's presentation of Cedar Park Timberwolves Baseball. Sponsored by Toyota of Cedar Park, Adele Golf, Thundercloud Subs, Austin Go-To Team Realty, Alzer's Barbecue, ASI Protection Services, and Academy Sports and Outdoors. Join us again for the next live worldwide broadcast of Cedar Park Timberwolves Baseball.